Guys, let's quickly now talk about this meeting that the Nigerian Football Federation had, and they're saying, hey guys, it's okay for anybody, even Cosmos, Ivan, you can become FIFA's president tomorrow, but we have guidelines, and you must follow those guidelines before you can get our endorsement.
Well, definitely. The NFF have come out with a statement we expect them to make after Dogwami released a statement signifying that he wants to run for the FIFA presidential post later next year. But the key thing now is while most people last week thought if the NFF endorsed either Odegbami or Ojo Kalu, it would have been easier for CAF to endorse them. But right now, the NFF has said, no way. You have to go to CAF first. If CAF endorses you, then we'll give you the necessary support you need.
And then that's actually been the question that a lot of football fans in Nigeria have been asking Cosmos. They're saying, Odegbami, how involved are you with CAF? Do you understand the politics? Are you going to get their endorsement? And the NFF, they made it clear here that we are a body under CAF. So if CAF hasn't approved you, then it's looking tough.
A lot of people, Odegbami gets the mandatory 5 federations.
Good for him.
That's what they're trying to say. So if he does, if he gets 5 federations, in
which
CAF, for example,
which of the 5 would give it to him?
Well, that's something.
What do you think will give it to him?
That's something I cannot say right now. But if he gets 5, and the Nigerian Football Federation is not there, then I don't know what Nigerian Football Federation have to support their own. Now, what they are saying is this: that over the years, that there's been this sort of issues where Nigerians vie for places, especially in the executive committee of CAF and FIFA, and they have not been able to get it because of lack of extensive consultation, and that's something I do not understand. Because as far as I know, when Alhaji Ibrahim Galadima was contesting for that seat, there was a lot of consultation. It was on everybody heard about it. So I do not understand that part. But then they have brought out the guideline, and of course, they must, those that want to, or those that have indicated interest in the FIFA presidency must as well follow this guideline, because you have to get your home federation to support you. And that's just it. So
that's it.
For me, this guideline is good, but then I think the NFF should support our own. I mean, it's been a long time. We're tired of sitting at the back when it comes to international football matters.
So just in case you're yet to announce your bid to contest for the FIFA presidency, I'll just read you some of the guidelines that the Nigerian Football Federation Executive Committee have released. You must have a letter of endorsement from your relevant state football association, on the provision of evidence of fulfillment of the FIFA presidential election eligibility provisions. So you see, so even if you've met all the conditions in your country,
are you eligible?
For the FIFA presidential election, endorsement by the Continental Football Governing Body, CAF, the NFF can facilitate meetings with the CAF leadership to ensure that goes well. And a letter of support from the National Sports Commission, which is very, very important. But I like what the NFF have come out to say. They've said that they're determined that Nigeria will no longer be exposed to such defeats in international football politics as they inevitably reduce our stock. Which
I agree. Well, it's very simple. If they can play the politics at the world level, right, then they will achieve it.
That's it. Okay, at that meeting also, the Nigeria Football Federation Executive Committee also mandated the technical committee get a coach for the Super Falcons, and Cosmos, I think it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time, and they gave them a timeline, 2 weeks to facilitate the employment of a new coach for the senior women national team, which is the Super Falcons. Yes, there was a coach who led the Super Falcons to the World Cup, and because of one reason or the other, which I feel were ingenuine, he was relieved of his duty, and another coach came in.
See why you must find your way to the technical committee so that your reasons will become genuine.
And another coach came in, and we couldn't just qualify for the Olympics for the second time, for the second consecutive time.
Cosmos,
the Super Falcons will not be in Rio de Janeiro, and it's so sad. But then we really need to really need to start taking the Super Falcons very seriously. I've always complained about the disparity of between the male national teams and, of course, the female national. The disparity is just too much, and it is not fair. So, as far as I'm concerned, when they get the coach, they should give all necessary support to the coach, and hopefully we'll be able to bounce back and not just be champions in African football, but be relevant as well in world football.
Even people argue that Coach Christopher Danjuma, the standing coach, has the same quality as Coach Edwin Okon because he was part of the technical crew. Do you think all of these problems that the Super Falcons face in qualifying for the Champions as a result of not having a proper coach in charge?
Well, I don't think the Super Falcons have had a proper coach in charge in a long time. It's been a long time. Cosmos said he doesn't understand why Edwin Okon was sacked, but Edwin Okon didn't do anything that has not been done before by previous coaches. As a matter of fact, he didn't progress from the group stage or the FIFA World Cup early sometime this year. And if he can't progress from the group stage, why should you remain in the job? The minimum requirement was the semi-final. That was what the NFF requested from the Super Falcons. It didn't happen. So
was this sacked because of that or because of another thing?
Well, it's all part of it. The result did not go in tandem with what the NFF expected. So he had to go. And now Christopher Danjuma came in his first game. Super Falcons played a 1-1 draw in Abuja against Equatorial Guinea.
That's it right there.
You're happy about that. He has to be happy about that.
Well, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that to Ivan.
I wouldn't say that, but he was happy about that.
Has connections with Equatorial Guinea.
Exactly.
But I know,
he was happy about that.
I know Ivan loves Nigeria.
Well, I do. And I think the Super Falcons should get a foreign coach. Austin, if you ask me, I think a foreign coach will be the best before the Super Falcons.
Think so?
Yes, definitely.
Well, I think I agree as well because the Super Falcons, in as much as we've got good players, technically gifted players, but then it has the problem of the Super Falcons has always been from the bench. And apart from USA 99, where we had a coach who was technically, I'm not saying other coaches are not technically sound, but he was more technically sound than other coaches before, even after him. We have not had it easy when it comes to, especially amongst the big, leagues in world football. So we actually need a foreign coach who would, be given all the support and instill that discipline, and then hopefully will be able to compete with the USAs, the Germanys, the Norways of women football.